What's up, guys? It's been probably 2 weeks since our last video. We've had a lot of stuff going on, both in our personal lives and here at the store, so it's been kind of hard to put together the videos. We actually have, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 days worth of footage for some other videos that may go into some compilation things eventually, but me and Richard are up here at the store, and we're just trying to get some work done. I have been out of the store for like the last almost 2 weeks dealing with some personal stuff with my son. So,
And your grandparents.
and my grandparents are moving, so I've been helping with them a lot. But we got a lot of stuff to show you guys tonight. No thrifting, mostly store stuff, but it's still pretty cool. So Richard picked up a bunch of games earlier today. I'll let him kind of explain how that went and what happened with it.
I got a call up last week. We went to a board game store in Bolivar, and they recommended this guy to us that we buy miscellaneous items, including games. So, guy contacted me. We met with him last Wednesday. We struck up a deal, and we got a bunch of board games. Some of them are probably incomplete, and some of them are probably all there. Mostly, it's going to be a contact thing. He comes across random stuff. He just
He's kind of a dumpster diver, right?
no, he lives next to I think the place that people throw stuff away at.
Oh, like the recycling place,
Yes.
maybe? Okay.
So he comes across stuff that people just throw away, and he turns around and sells it. So we gave him a little list of things that we're looking for, and this happened to be the lot that I got from him. Trying to build a relationship, and hopefully we got some stuff for what we paid for it that we'll be able to get to it. But the contact itself is worth more to us than just what we got.
So yeah, we paid $30 for all the games. We should be able to make $30 back off a couple of the games. But like Richard said, it wasn't really about the games. It's more about the contact. If we get a guy like that goes to recycling places and picks through that on his own, calling us every once in a while when he finds video games or board games, that stands to be pretty lucrative for us. On top of that, his son came with him today when Richard met him, and his son owns an auction house, or is co-owning an auction house in Highlandville. We now have that contact. Him and Richard exchanged numbers and business cards, and I guess they have trouble selling video games at the auction house, so they're going to hopefully give us a call when they get video games in. So we picked up this Zippo case. We picked up this Zippo case shortly after we first met Tony, the guy we share this building with. We picked it up from Tony. I don't remember what we paid.
$75.
75?
Yeah.
Okay. But I'd seen other people display handheld games this way. So we wanted to have it up at the store for a while, but we're just now in a position with this new display cabinet that you guys haven't gotten to see yet, that we could have it up here. So looks pretty good. The bulb is blown, but we have a bunch of LED strips. Basically, what I'm going to do is run some LED strips up in the top of it there, and then they'll run straight through along that rod and out the bottom, or the power cable will. I'm getting ahead of myself here. And it should light it up better than the original bulb. So, pretty cool.
I'm going to show him the display case since we haven't.
Yep. And then we got this in from Richard's boss, who just decided to donate it to us about 2 weeks ago, right?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. And this is where most of our nice Japanese stuff or anime-related stuff is going. We have all our boxed Super Famicom, N64, anime DVDs, one of our Gundam books. Soul Eater art book is back there. We have anime figures. The Alice came from Japan. So, definitely looks pretty cool. So, and then you guys have seen this display stand, and we filmed to show this off after it got set up. This was, like I said, going to be used for our loose discs, but Richard threw some records up there one day, and we kind of realized it looks way better like this with our records than having the records over there on the bookshelf. It's pretty easy to flip through, and they just look really nice. On top of that, we can also fit some comics in there along the edge. So that ended up working out really, really well. Nothing much else has changed.
Star Trek stuff.
We got the Star Trek stuff out. There's a few other things. I don't think the Nintendo Labo stuff made it into a video,
No.
but that's a whole other thing to explain. We definitely filled that up. So, just been trying to get ready for the holidays. And then we move the Pop Toys down here. And people have actually been going through them a little bit more, I've noticed. It's kind of strange.
Yeah.
But
Then
and then this is what I'm working on tonight. Richard put these panels up for me. It's something I've been talking about doing for a little while now. This is our loose disc wall. This is what we decided to do in place of putting them over there. So we have,
but I got these from the auction too.
yeah. So you guys saw us pick these up. But we have hundreds and hundreds of loose discs. This is just a small amount of what I've had time to resurface and go through so far. But we'll definitely need to put some more panels up. We've just got to find a place for them, which is always complicated because we are definitely running out of room. We always find room, though. Well, it is now the next day after we filmed most of that. I was going to film the outro last night, but figured I'd wait until today because I'm actually doing something to kind of put in the outro here. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what I'm up to. This is our cheapo JFJ Easy Pro disc resurfacer we use at the store. Definitely not the best option, but it's worked pretty well for us in the small scale that we use it. This is all of our loose discs that I have to resurface for the store and go through poly bags to hang them up at the store on the disc wall. And the couple of games I've done so far this morning. So I think I've probably got 350 loose disc games down there, and maybe more than that. Anyways, we have probably another 300 to 400 that I didn't really deem worth resurfacing, like sports games and just a whole plethora of other titles. So once I get these done, we might move on to those if we have some room in the store for them. Or if I can just get these done quick enough, because I'd like to have all these stacks of loose disc games done by February, because we are going back to Mo GameCon in St. Louis. The guys who put that on decided to put a little mini Mo GameCon on in February at the original location that they held it at. I think it's called the Elk Lodge out in St. Louis. Less vendors, smaller sitting, so that should be pretty fun. We just purchased 2 vendor tables this time, so I think we'll be better off than we were at Big Mo GameCon. We kind of know what to expect at a convention now, even if it is on a smaller scale. So, should be a good time. Got a lot of work to do before then, just like last time though. So, I'm going to jump off here and get back to disc resurfacing, and hopefully this week with the videos we'll be back to normal and more consistent while we get ready for Mo GameCon these next couple months.